Huanan Seafood Market in the central Chinese city of Wuhan played a role in the outbreak of the novel coronavirus last year as the source or possibly as an amplifying setting. Chinese authorities shut down the market in January as part of efforts to halt the spread of the virus and ordered a temporary ban on trade and consumption of wildlife meat. In his briefing, a WHO expert on food safety and viruses, Peter Benz, said that although it's still not clear whether live animals or infected vendors may have brought the virus into the market is still subject to further investigation through the samples taken to understand how the virus mutates.
All these preliminary studies and interviews and collection of data and so on will help pinpoint both in time and in geographic term where to look for the source. And it could be, again in this case, it could be again around the markets in Wuhan, but it could be also outside or further out.
U.S. Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, for some time now, he has been casting a blame on China, claiming that there is a significant amount of evidence that the virus came from a Wuhan lab. German intelligence, in one of its reports that's published in Der Spiegel, casts doubts on Pompeo's allegation, saying, and I quote, "No public evidence has linked the outbreak to the lab in Wuhan." Elsewhere, the United Nations has said that the outbreak of the virus has unleashed a tsunami of hatred and xenophobia, scapegoating and scaremongering, and is now calling on people to stop discriminating each other. In his speech, the Secretary General of the United Nations, Antonio Guterres, said that the virus can affect anyone despite of their financial or social status.
Migrants and refugees have been vilified as a source of the virus and then denied access to medical treatment. With older persons among the most vulnerable, contemptible memes have emerged suggesting they are also the most expendable. And journalists, whistleblowers, health professionals, aid workers and human rights defenders are being targeted simply for doing their jobs.
The UN boss has asked everyone to stand up against hate and use every opportunity to spread kindness. Lexi Kimani, TV47.